We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Lance. Lance has a 9.1 Atmos system. Recently, while watching a Blu-ray on his Xbox One S, he noticed the subwoofer was silent when it shouldn't have been. He stopped watching and ran the Dolby Amaze demo, and same thing, no subwoofer. He switched over to Kodi, ran the Dolby demo again, and it shook the house. He has his Xbox Blu-ray option set to Bitstream, and the app is up to date. So what's going on here, and what can he do about it? That's part one. Part two. Update. Lance just emailed before the podcast to say that Bitstream audio from his Xbox One S seems to be working fine now. He had no idea what changed, but now his subwoofer sounds fine. It's a turn it off, turn it back on solution. That's what it is almost every time.
Unfortunately, yeah. He was like, maybe there was an update or something. I don't even think it was that.
It's turn it off, turn it back on.
In the most recent full update that they did, they added Windows Sonic and Dolby Atmos for like everything. Like you can have Dolby Atmos for games or anything now. Yeah. It's just part of the sound settings. I was using the Windows Sonic just to try it out, right? Which is their version of, virtualized surround sound, and that was watching some Netflix. All of a sudden it went to horrible distortion. I was like, lovely. So I went into the settings, turned off Windows Sonic, turned it back on in the settings, right? Didn't power down the Xbox or anything. I just turned it off, turned it back on in the setting. It was fine. Totally fine. So I think that's all it was. It was a...
This is why audiophiles have the kind of ammunition they do. You know that, right? This is it. Audiophiles will constantly tell you, how, like, when you're using your computer or using something like that, sometimes it gets weird and freaky. It's because it does too much stuff. You need to have everything just doing one thing, and then it does it well. And therefore, it should cost $3,000 per component, and it should be made of plate glass and platinum.
This was a weird bug. Going back to the whole using the Xbox One S as an Ultra HD Blu-ray player, this is the type of thing people have been complaining about. Right? The audio got all garbage. Stuff got out of sync. The thing dropped HDR. It's like, you turn it off, you turn it back on. Like even just within the setting, not even a full power down cycle, right? For some reason, I think it's. But
if you're running into this problem, this is important. That's why we're still reading this question, even though Lance figured it out for himself by waiting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the solution.
He probably did a full reset at some point for some reason, and there you go.
Or just got sick of it, turned it off, and left the room, and then later on came back to it, turned it back on. Who knows? It's frustrating. I understand that. And you want to see me crawl the walls, get the lips out of sync when I'm watching the video. I will completely lose it. Like, I know my lip sync is dead on, and there's at least one show, I think it's early episodes of White Collar, that the lips are out of sync, and it drives me nuts. And I'm looking at my wife, and she's watching the same show I'm watching, and she's having a great time, and I'm like, how are you not noticing this? And I just want to say, can't you tell that their lips aren't in sync? And because then she'll notice, and then she'll go, nah. And that would be it. Or I could ruin it for her, then she'd be mad at me. So I don't say anything, because I'm a smart man. He asks, who are we talking to now? I forgot. Nathan? Lance. He asks, is there any way to make sure that the Marantz SR6010 displays the audio codec of the current signal instead of the input name? It flashes temporarily when acquiring a signal, but it doesn't stay. And he doesn't like having to check manually to see if he's getting the right signal from his Xbox or from Kodi. Is he talking about on the front? On that little window
the little porthole display, which is the only display that the SR6010 has. And unfortunately, the answer is no.
Yeah. Mine does. But I have a Denon, and it has a much bigger display.
Has the bigger display. Unfortunately, no. With the single little porthole display, it doesn't give you the option of doing that. You can press the info button to bring it up on screen. Like you say, it flashes when it's first acquiring the signal. But no, I hear you. That's something I would like the option to do as well. But unfortunately, the answer is no. There's no setting you can do to do that.
So we've just probably discussed it before, but what are some of our favorite Blu-rays in terms of picture and sound?
John Wick.
Yeah. I love me some John Wick. That's such a dad movie, though. I mean, it's such a dad movie. I just got Logan. The version I have actually came with the noir version, which I guess is a
That's
black
right.
and white version. Haven't watched that yet, but I don't know that the sound's all that great. I mean, it was fine, but I don't know that it stunned me in terms of sound or picture.
I have
But
to
it really,
say, I went and saw Wonder Woman on opening night.
yeah, how was that?
Great movie, by the way. I really like. Easily the best DC movie. Like, not that it had much to
That's a
reach for,
low
but
bar, sir.
like, yeah, no, really, really good. Everyone should go and see it. I have to say, I was very impressed by the Atmos sound in the theater. So a lot of times in the theater, I'm not as impressed by the Atmos sound as in my own home theater, where things are more discreet than that. But this was a really. I think they're getting better at these Atmos mixes. I gotta say, I think the mixers are figuring it out. So that'll be one to watch when it comes out. The one I always like to mention in terms of picture, because it's not one that anyone would ever think of, but The Shining on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I really like that because in all likelihood, you have never seen that movie with correct colors. Even the Blu-ray probably isn't fully correct colors because it was, full film.
Right.
So even beyond DCI-P3 color. But yeah, the Blu-ray of The Shining, I'm always like, it's subtle, right? But it really, really gets me. So I like that one for picture quality.
Picture quality. All right. There's so many. I mean, I've got Blu-rays of Porcupine Tree. I've got Blu-rays of Blue Band Group, of Diana Krall. Those all got fantastic audio.
Yeah, Chris Body in Boston is a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, that's just pure audio quality, though.
It is. I mean, it's a concert. It's a live concert.
Porcupine Tree has got... The one thing that kind of bugs me is that the one guitar guy always comes out of... I think if I'm remembering it correctly, I haven't watched in a while, one guitar guy comes out of one speaker and the other guy comes out of the other one, or the bassist or something. And I'm like, they anchor them. I don't know. I have more of a relativistic... I mean, if the camera's panning around. But it's good. Blue Man Group I like a lot. Diana Krall I like a lot. I mean, there's lots of Blu-rays and discs out there that have interesting sound effects that you might use to show things off. Lots of stuff has tons of bass that you can, I mean, pick a Pixar movie. I mean, literally anyone. They find an excuse to use subsonic bass in every movie that they do. Pacific Rim. I mean, if you really want to just silliness. But yeah, there's lots of good stuff out there. What it really comes down to is what movies do you really like? And what type of movies do you like? Because there's going to be perfect examples for you in every genre. You just, except for maybe rom-com, you're gonna be able to find something in there. So I don't really know if that's true about rom-com. I just made that up because I thought it'd be fun. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.